run it back, run it back. Run it back, run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted, want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off, got the flight plan. Promise you if anybody can, homie, I can. Get the right man, baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back. Run it, run it, run it back, run it back. Run it, ooh, run it back, run it back. Run it, run it, run it back, run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the friends. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back, make another back. Ultra, ultra, ultra fast. I ain't with the boulder dash. Run it back, run it back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. Not by the act. And run it back, you see how I act. Nothing I lack. Feel it like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Cousins looking to put it up right away. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll bring up second down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10.
Good route here.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, going out. We're going out right here. It's this. Angel. Right.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Takes it to about the 37. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Motion man is Schwartz. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Two yards still to go. Third down now. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd and 2. He'll get the carry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Fields changing the play. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Fields now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it, because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's complete to Mooney. And Mooney going to have a Bears first down as he's up close to the 15-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. The Bears at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. We're scoreless after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. To throw, Cousins. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Only able to gain a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to play, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. But that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
They'll find Schwartz complete right side. 3rd and 3. Here's Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here we go.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Fields going to change things up here. Now they'll audible to something else. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They snap it to Fields. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They go play action. Cousins trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Here we go, son.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
Angel.
Fields on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Don't jump. Ready?
2nd and 10.
Yep.
Back to throw. Fields eluding the pressure right. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this 1st half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Second down, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Cousins to throw it. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
65 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Here we go.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here we go.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now it's Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Off play action, Fields. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. T.J. Edwards with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And this will be a Bears 1st down as they'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Cousins. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. And that that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some room to run now. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Fields. And that is incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
The fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 2, Fields. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
Now Fields going to keep it running left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
We're going up right here.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Hands it off out of the gun.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's Fields. Being chased out left. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute. Joseph on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Bears 7. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, receiver. Hey, 382, let's 50.
Now Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
All eyes on Fields. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
10.
Now Fields. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed.